Hello everyone, my name is Jitu Bhaiya and welcome to all you in the day 3 of the Pado with Jitu Bhai. And so many days I am not in making videos for last 2 days. There is some problem with me and but now I will consistent with me and the videos will be come from the on the daily basis. So let's start with the day 3. We will discuss about the HTTP deep dive and how APIs actually work. Why HTTP matters for backend engineers. HTTP means the hypertext transfer protocol in which is the foundation of the modern web. It is the actually when you this can be explained by that when you visit the any websites like any Instagram website or any Google website, when you type the Google in your web browser, then this web browser can you see that if I type Google in this, then this Google is generated by that HTTP. Yeah, that you can see that this is the protocol which can be used by the every domain and the every domain and the do and the every website uses this. Without this HTTP there can be no any website without this. So let's deep dive into it. As a backend engineer, every API you build uses the HTTP. Every client, browser, mobile app, and Postman user HTTP performance issues are often HTTP related. Debugging queries, understanding the HTTP system design depends on the HTTP knowledge only. What is actually an HTTP request? An HTTP request contains several important points. Let's discuss the one by one. One, request method. In this request method, URL will become headers and query parameters and the path parameters body. Headers, this can be seen in that when we control shift I from that, for example this, then if we search on this Google, then we can see that there are the many network tab, all are can be seen in the API as fetching the requested. And we can see that the header, yeah, that request URL is given that, and this request URL is the along with the HTTP. And this we can see that this is the HTTP method which is used by the every website to to for the SEO optimization or for the Google or for the any browser to run on that browser. So this is the headers which we can see that in the network tab, and the query parameters which actually seen on that when we type any Google on the, for example any, then this query parameter search query Google equal to Google. And this can be seen that when you apply on the LinkedIn also and many other websites, then the LinkedIn will give the URL in which the your your time is written there, and that time is actually that how much time that if you applying for the job or any role for the internship, then that will be written in the second form in the question mark with the URL. So you can see that in the URL system. And what is the path parameters? Path is actually that which is given in the whole URL. And the body which contain the body, for example in the body we can see that at the time of the authorization you use the login email and the password which can be used by the backend routes to store your data, which can be of the put type, which we can see later that how many types of the API and how many types of the HTTP methods are there. So let's deep dive into it. For example, list API user role HTTP 1.1 host is in this URL. Host is example.com. Content type can be application and JSON. This is the only content type which is allowed in that backend. And the HTTP methods. Authorization can be bearer token and can be of the many types. Some example of the bearer only, and the bearer token is the strongest and the strongest security for that because it provides the security in the bcrypt hashing form, which is stored the 32 bits token in that bearer token. For example, if this is the name and the email which I put in the body of the HTTP method, then the request will come from the this request will be go from the post API to the user's HTTP, and the method will be the post and the path will be the OPI slash users. HTTP version can be the HTTP 1.1 or can be the better version which you would preferred in your HTTP method. Headers metadata about the request. Host can be which server to talk to, content type, and authorization can be the authentication. Authorization can be the authentication. HTTP methods are of the different types. For example, get, post, put, patch, and delete. This can be seen that when you read any data, for example, when you go to the LinkedIn feed, for example, when you go to the LinkedIn and control, let's start with the control shift I. This is the control shift type shortcut which you can get your network tab with that, and you can see that in the feed. For example, here we can reload this page and see what is the feed. You see that the many API are calling in this network tab, and we can see that user preview responses, and you can see that this is the get request coming from the LinkedIn actually, because there is the no API response is calling in the, because get request is the request which actually read the data and without any body content, without any something content, and you will get the data. For example, you you will make the REST API. Further we can discuss in details. That means, for example, you make the API which is deployed on render. We will see the all of that stuff in later, but we can see that if your URL is like that API slash users, then you can see that here all the users in JSON format, all the users in JSON format will be there. For example, here name, and this will be in is and pado with birth use. You can see that. Oh, sorry. Pado with Jitu, yeah. That in this example you can see that when you call that API which is the get method, actually this is the get get method. When you call this API, then this API will contain the all of these with the hundred of names. Then you can fetch that names in the front end part, which you can show that this all the system is working without any post request. That means that not anybody will require any of that and all of that. And in the get request you can simply say that the data will be readed, and in the post method the create data, you can create the data in the body. Then that body will be, for example, in the authorization you create the login and the email, and after that the post request will go to the server, then that is verified from that. And the put, that means the replace or update data, and patch means put will replace all the updated data, but the patch will replace only the partial updated. For example, if you want to update your number and don't want to update your whole things, for example name and address, then you should use your put patch method. You should not use your put method, because put will always update all the details of your JSON. Put usually represent the replacing the resources patch, and we can say URL structure. For example, this is the URL. Then HTTP is the protocol which is defined by the all the website. Without that, the website cannot be loaded in the any browser. And this is the host name, which is can be created by the domain name and can be taken from the any domain server. For example, hostinger.com or any from you can buy it. And 443 port, 443 actually port, actually I don't know, but I can search it that 443 port. used for. You can say the security and the encrypted internet communication. That means the 443 port is actually used for the HTTPS methods, because the HTTPS and HTTP, you can generally know that what is the difference between the main difference between the HTTP and the HTTPS. HTTPS is more secure than the HTTP, and all of that you really know that. Okay, let's move further. And these are the query parameters. This way you can see that that query can be here. For example, in the feed we can see that all that, but if we go on messaging slash so something that, then that will be in the query parameter, that role admin, that you should give the API which contain the only role of admin, and which all are active. Then these are the in the query parameters used to identify the specific resources. 123 users, we can see that the app.get, this is the example of the, we can see that here, this is the example. Oh, what is that? मैं इसको सही कर लेता हूँ थोड़ी देर. What is it? हाँ, now we can see that there is the some query, some JavaScript code is written here, and we can correctly copy it and explain it what is does written here. Actually this is the code which is written on that, and we can see that further when we learn about the Node.js. Actually this is the get request which is made in the Node.js, and we can see that here is the get request coming from, we make the get request, and in that we passing the slash user slash underscore id. That means if our domain, for example this is our domain and domain.com, then slash user slash underscore id means her, that each every person have the underscore id. That means if you use any databases, for example MongoDB and the PostgreSQL or any SQL database, then that in that if the user will get the automatically the one id which is uniquely defined for the all the users. That is the uniqueness for that, and this is will be going here, and by this we can get the user, and we get the user. Okay, and this is the request dot params dot response. What is that mean? Console dot log. In that console dot log we generally printing the debugging part. Actually when that response will get any error, because this can be seen only because there is but we can see that in the front end part we see the what is the happening in the our front end part. We can see that what is happening when we changes our code, then we can see what is happening in the website. But in the backend part we cannot see anything without any things. So that is the postman will come here, and in that postman we actually use our REST API which we made in the backend servers. For example in this HTTP we made this if the then if we allow the servers to run on the any port 180T, then we can check that you can see that this is the for I made that project, then in that I check this in the post. Then we can say that here are the many HTTP method which are written. Postman can be anything. Postman is the thing which you can check your API is calling correctly or not, or getting the response from that. For example we get the get, then we cannot do the anybody and send only that. Actually this is not working here because my project is not live at that time at this time, so we can see in the further videos. And in the query parameters, these are the query parameters. We can see that the page equal to 2, limit equal to 10, and the role admin. That means that in the u that in the URL part, the user, for example me, which is making the project use this part for page equal to 2 and limit equal to 10, means you constraints your user in the that parts, and you are searching that part. And in HTTP headers we can see that these are the extra information about the HTTP headers are the extra information about the HTTP. And we can see the important content. Oh, what is that? Important header eventually need you. For example, content type, application is JSON. This is the always type. There is no other type other than the JSON. URL encoded, multiple authorization, and the refresh res and age 25. HTTP status code. You should know very well backend interviews for. To access success code means when you that is these are the, you can see that there is no other my project are live here, we can see it live on. Actually that is the local on local host, there is no on the render, so we can see that further. But we can see that these are, this is the 200 OK code. But that means when you make this API like that, REST API in the get user, when you hit on the postman or you hit on the from the any front end part, then this will come in the this will come in the network tab, which we can see that in the control shift I tab. If this is the 200, then okay, 201 created, 202 accepted. That means the 2 part will be your success part, and similarly the 3 part will be your redirection part. And move permanently, 302 found not modified, and 4 is the client error. That means the 4 is the client error part hota hai. That means in the 400 bad request, 401 can be your unauthorized, and 403 can be your forbidden. That means you are not authorized to do that. Okay, we can see that later. That middlewares are used how to protect your route from other user. That means one user can check that and the other user cannot check that. And these are the main part in the backend system. We can get these all these in this web series. Let's and in the or methods, there are the or methods. 405 method not allowed, and 409 conflicts, and 429 that means the too many requests. You can see that when you are using any real backend, or that means the any production level backend for of the company, if you are hitting too many on request on the too many hitting on your OTP, then you see that there are too many requests is coming from that. This is the method which is calling from the backend. And in the 5, that means the server error. That means 500 means internal server, your logic are wrong in your code, or you do something wrong in your code. 502 bad gateway means the server is down. And you can see that when the, for example, when we can say that in latest code forces or the CodeChef accounts, we can see that the many users come at the same time, so that server will be crashed, and the 502 bad gateway will be shown from that server. This is the method which can be seen in the production level. And the service unavailable, 503 means service gateway timeout. And the important question, 401 and 403. 40 matlab 401 means you are not authenticated, and you are authenticated but not don't have the permission to do that. We can see इसका मतलब होता है कि 401 में कि तुम ऑथेंटिकेट हो, और 403 में मतलब होता है कि तुम ऑथेंटिकेटेड नहीं हो और तुम्हारे इसके परमिशन नहीं है. फॉर एग्जांपल इफ़ यू हैव द परमिशन, फॉर एग्जांपल व्हेन वी हैव द प्रोजेक्ट like admin portal and the student portal, there is the task which is controlled by the admin only, and there is the some task which is controlled only by the students. So in that we can see that the 401 means if you are not authenticated for any of these, and if you are authenticated, like you are admin and the other person is the student, then you can see that many student can't do that work which is given by the which is done by the admin part. So this can be this can be read from that. Okay, let's start with the what is an API. API means the application programming interface. In backend, an API allows different applications in the service component, React frontend, get API request, Node.js backend to proceed. We can see that in the first lecture. No of that. And what is the REST? REST means the architectural style design of the API. REST generally models resources. We can use the REST API, for example, when we create any websites. When we create any website, for example, when we have the, for example, let's say we have the any domain e-commerce.com, then we make the slash API slash user, and if we make that slash API slash user slash product, then these are the REST API. Oh, what is that happening here? These are the REST API. REST API are those API which are made by our backend system, and those are not made by API. Can be of two three types, that is the GraphQL and the REST API, and there is the some API which is you use your in your backend system, we use in your front end directly called. For example, there is a API of the ration card, in which the all the rations holders having their name, which is currently available for the public users. For example, NASA have their own API for the fetching all the details which are used in the spaces are on that API. You can track it live, and there is a stock market also have the SEBI API, in which you use the real time stock market with that API. These are the fixed API, and something that name is called I don't know, but I can do that for you after the video is over, then we can get in your description box. And these are the REST API which we make our for our project and for the any company purpose. That means the slash user slash product slash orders and the slash payments. These are the examples. We can make them many of these of type. REST API principle, learn these gradually. Resource based URLs slash user slash 10, that means the users can be of many times. This is the underscore ID, that means that it is the unique for the every users. Statelessness, each request should be contain information need to process it. Uniform interface, consistent API structure and can be of the REST API example. Imagine you are building the Cantino. Cantino is the my project which we can make the further in the later videos. Okay. For example, in the get restaurants, you make the slash API restaurant one restaurant for the 123 war underscore ID. We discuss is later. We discuss is earlier. Update restaurant, that means the patch delete, and what happens when you call an API. For example, you are using the fetch, or this time the async await are using for the fetching, or use effect are using for the fetching. Conceptually, this is the main purpose. This is the main flow diagram which you use in the you should know. For example, when we make this flow diagram, browser, first browser will come, then the DNS, then the DNS, then the DNS, then the DNS part, then the IP address, TCP connection, IP address, TCP connections, all of that will be in the same part. As the HTTP request will goes to the load balancer. Load balancer can be ta- we can make the load balancer by the AWS, and the reverse proxy is also made there, and that goes to the backend servers, and backend server will goes to the router. So and routers will goes to the controller which you write in your backend system, and the main logic in your the controller systems, and that goes to the services, and that goes to the databases and responses backend and the browsers API architecture, and eventually your backend would not look like. Let's tell about the route to database. Instead, client load balancer, API server, and all of that we will cover later. Never blindly trust client input bad request. That means you should check. You should keep the check on. That means you should use the JOD for the validations, because the users can be type any of them, because user can type bad response in the body also. What if the, for example, if you write email, then user type hello, that means the you should use the regex and jod jod for the validations on the which you use which we you use later in the projects. API pagination. This is the concept of the system design. That means the when you have the contains the 10 million users, you should not return that all 10 million users in one time. That means the query parameters are used which we learned earlier, and this will underscore question mark page is equal to 1 and limit is equal to 10. This limited our content, and that the API which is going to fetch a 10 million user is now going to fetch only the 20 20 for page 1, and this is the known as the pagination. Later we will discuss offset pagination, cursor pagination, database performance, and where cursor pagination is better, API filtering, sorting, and searching. That means the for filtering we use the question mark role admin and that, and for sort we use the directly sort is equal to name, and order can be ascending descending, and the searching we can question mark and equal to search. These are the three main query parameters we generally use in the URL for filtering, searching, and the sorting purpose. Interview question beginner level, and I will also from this series I will teach the interview questions which we will ask on that in topic which we will cover in these days. Let's start with the what is you can see that the what is the HTTP. You should explain. I think that you should have these notes. I will provide these all these in the description box, so you can check this web series. So thank you everyone, and for stay tuned with me, Pado with Jitu Bhaiya, and I will make this rocky content and on this YouTube channel, and you will be become the backend. You will become the advanced backend engineer, and also the ML playlist will be also. So I will make also the ML playlist like this, the backend playlist as in the later. So thank you everyone, one, and thank you.